12 bales.
Okay. Hey friends, welcome back to Simply a Better You. Today we are outside hanging out in the garden. We finally got a break in the weather. It has done nothing but rain for the last few days, which is a good thing, but the weeds are taking over. So Joe has just come back from picking up some straw that we are going to use for mulching in our garden. We are also using grass clippings as well as cardboard. And I guess we'll figure out which one works the best for us. So we are going to jump in and get started, and we'll kind of give you a walkthrough today of what is going on in the garden. We still have more stuff to plant. Super crazy. So guys, come with me today and join me on my gardening journey. And I can't wait to find out what is growing in the garden. I haven't been out here in 3 days. So let's look at some of this stuff. I have grass clippings down here. And underneath these grass clippings is some cardboard where I could get it. And then I have laid some cardboard down in the walkways. And I only have so much cardboard, so what I have is what we're going to use, and then we'll make do with other things. All right, so let's go through here. We have cauliflower, broccoli, and back here we have cabbage. I've got 2 eggplant plants that are hanging in there. They have really been ravished by, they're called flea beetles. They're little black beetles that eat through the leaves. So I need to get out here and spray for those again. Way back here, I have my peppers and zucchini and yellow squash.
I'm in the garden with a chicken.
Don't let that chicken get loose.
I will. Oh, he likes me actually. Everybody, this is Feisty.
Feisty? Is this the feisty one?
No, he
You
likes.
look feisty.
Yeah.
You sound feisty.
Well, he likes me.
All right. Down this row here, we have okra. We doubled up on okra this year. Joe is moving the truck, and we are going to set up for straw.
We keep finding.
I don't know which way he's coming. He's coming this way. I see you found a robin egg.
Can chickens eat eggshells?
They can. We've had so much rain. We have not been able to get out here and mow or weed. And the rain is great because it waters everything, but then it explodes with growth. And we just can't keep up. All right, I'm gonna go and get some garden tools to kind of get up these big clumps of grass and start spreading some straw. what I'm doing here is loosening up the little grass that is poking up, all these little weeds, before I cover them with hay, because I will never be able to pull all these out. Oh, I found another garden treasure.
Am I balling a 0-turn mower on Marketplace?
Yay! Look, a garden treasure.
A what?
A garden treasure.
Need the service.
It's part of a leash. I have a garden treasure bucket. Trying to get as much trash out of the yard as possible. These are good sized. Ooh, heavy. So, we are going to put this in pretty thick, because obviously last year we tried this and I spread it too thin and it didn't do much good. So after doing some reading and research, they said to put it on thick. I wish I had more cardboard to spread on the edges of the garden to keep the grass from coming in. It should come off in like sections. At least that's always been my experience with it. And we are going to do just that. We are going to lay this on thick. I'm going to break it up some. Ah, keep getting stuff stuck together. All right, let's grab some of this. Okay, so at some point my battery died. So I did get some of the straw down. I'm gonna get a little bit more done before it gets dark, because it's probably a little after 7 right now, and it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. So let's get busy. One of these goes a really long way. I was very happy with how much ground cover I got. So I don't know when my camera shut off, but don't know how much you guys missed. But basically I just pull them apart, and we're laying it pretty thick. Probably doesn't need to be as thick over the cardboard, but the idea is to surround the plant, but to leave a space around it. So of course we're not smothering our plant. But to keep the weeds from growing. I'm not going as heavy over the cardboard because the cardboard is a great weed suppressor. Trying not to bury my marigolds. They got just eaten by slugs this year. With all the rain, the slugs have just been so bad. I've been doing the little beard catching containers, and it absolutely works. But I feel like I don't have enough beer to go around. I mean, there's just so many slugs, and they do so much damage in a short period of time. I'll have Miss Hannah come out here and stomp this stuff down. This is slippery to walk on. That is one thing I have noticed. Very slippery to walk on. Let me move. Going pretty thick around the edges would really help push the grass back. Since I didn't have enough cardboard to do all the edges. Yes, sweet pea. I didn't forget about you. Here, do you want to help? Want me to show you what to do? Mm-hmm. Okay. Come over here to this big spot. I'll show you. There you go. Shake, shake, shake. That's exactly. And then kind of dust it off of the plants. We don't want to cover the plants up because they need sunlight to grow. So I'm working my way around my okra right now. We put grass clippings down around the okra, so I'm gonna kind of skip that part unless I have extra straw. And y'all, if I happen to call this hay like 15 different times, I know it's straw.
Yeah.
Even, I mean, Hannah's corrected me, Joe's corrected me. I'm like, I know, but it just keeps coming out. At least when we order it, we know which one to order.
I'm gonna cover up this cardboard.
That's good. Cover up the cardboard. And just be careful when you're walking on the straw. It's a little slippery. Oh, you got boots on. I got my garden shoes on. I need to get some new garden shoes. Anybody want to recommend me some good garden shoes? Now, in this area that I am mulching right here, I will probably end up putting my spaghetti squash. I'll have Joe drop me another arch in. I want to get this big chunks of grass out. Oh. Yay, bird poo. So yeah, we will probably drop another archway in over here, or maybe between the arches that we have. I will have another As Your Standard haul coming up in June. My order's not due until the first week of June. And I actually got some of their live plants. So things, some of the herbs and stuff I couldn't find. And one of those things, also spaghetti squash, because I couldn't find it locally.
Mom, it almost made me fall on your plant.
We're really going to try to stay on top of starting our own seeds next year, because purchasing plants can get a little expensive, and we want gardening to be affordable. That's why I say, you know, if you don't have access to purchasing this, use grass clippings. You're going to pack them on thick enough that it smothers the grass, it heats up quite a bit and kills the grass seed that might still be in it.
And make
So,
me like and subscribe.
Thank you, Miss Hannah.
Welcome. And comment down below.
It's amazing. The kid remembers what I need to do. I always forget.
You get about it.
Okay, try to keep the straw in the, well, you know. You know.
I know everything.
You know a lot of
No
things.
math. I know math. I'm smart. Not.
I've got some more boxes I need to pull out too.
Oh, and Mom? Daddy set some hay over here.
Yes, Joe went ahead and set the bells out for me so that I didn't have to move them myself. But if I don't get the majority of this done, I won't be able to do it tomorrow. It's going to rain. So we're going to have to cover up the bales. All right, here is where my grass clipping stopped. So I'm going to go ahead and mulch these down real good. I am already starting to see the dreaded white butterflies in the garden. So I have already put down a good spray of neem oil with some peppermint in it to help deter them from landing on the plants.
Is it okay if we get in grass?
Because last year we fought the those little green caterpillars, the little cabbage moths. They eat through your brassicas like you wouldn't believe. So let's put this here. I tell you, don't let anybody tell you that gardening is not a workout. It absolutely is. I am so grateful that I have Hannah and Mia and Joe to help out,
And you're happy that you
especially
have a
with
helper.
especially with a garden of this size. Not that I'm old. I'm not old by any means. But it's a lot to do.
I have hay in my boot.
That square I laid down.
Right there.
All right. So we're going to finish this up. Get as much as done as we can. And then
Take it, Mama.
and then then I am going to pick up where we left off
Yeah. Wow.
tomorrow or maybe the next day, depending on when it stops raining.
Maybe you guys at 1 million.
Okay. It's still raining, but I wanted to get out here and show you what we got accomplished yesterday. So we got everything covered with that back corner because I'm going to hit it with a weed whacker. And you can see how we kind of tucked the plants. Or we tucked the straw around the plants. Wow, this is super wet. I just sunk into the ground. Whoa. Yeah, I'm sinking too far in. See? Lots of water. So I'm not going to walk on that. Wow. We got one more bale to do, but it's going to have to wait till it stops raining. Hi, girls.